when I was 5 years old, the first car I recognized was a 911. It's still the car a little kid puts a poster up on his bedroom wall. It's really flattering that a 911 concept is around so long and still so successful and still so recognizable. This is what radiates through the whole brand. And we're very proud that we can live in that tradition with the new GT3. The main improvement is the improvement overall. Its form follows function on the GT3, and in that case I would say its beauty follows function. We have about a 10 to 15% additional downforce on the car. The result is quite striking. The car is about 30 kilos lighter than its predecessor, but for the first time we decided to reinvest the saved weight to put in some new technology that makes the car both faster and more emotional. We have 475 horsepower now. The engine is revving up to 9,000 RPM, complete new engine family. We have a custom-tailored PDK gearbox now. We're not so much concentrated on comfort of shifting, but rather on raw speed, acceleration. Race car-alike sensation when you drive it. It was very, very important to get a maximum emotion, the driver involvement, out of the PDK box. In our development department, everything gets mixed up in a positive way, because the same people responsible for the components on this car are responsible for the Cup car as well. So technology transfer doesn't have to take place, it's just in the head of everybody. It comes naturally because the people are involved in both projects. There's a lot more significant changes on the car, in the suspension, in the chassis, in the body. So we really started from scratch. We are very happy with the result because this was the biggest GT project in history. Two and a half years of development alone for the steering was a lot of time, but it was well spent. So the result is absolutely convincing. For me, always important was to feel exactly what's going on the road, to feel the side forces in the tires, to feel the forces in the steering rods in the front axle. You need to know all this to balance the car at the edge of traction. The difference the rear axle steering makes is dramatic. In slow speed corners and hairpins, for example, and slalom drills, feels like a go-kart. Above 200 kilometers per hour, the car, when you're doing lane changes, feels like as it is on rails. It's incredible. On the performance side, definitely this car is really so fast, so controllable, has so much precision. There was never a GT3 that was so enjoyable to drive. The car is really a feast for the senses. Technology and driver's involvement doesn't have to be opponents. It needs a conceptual harmony to bring both together. And the 911 GT3 of this year is definitely the answer to that. The GT3 for me is the distilled essence of the idea 911.